getting back on track. Now, what happened to my iPhone? I guess you're never going to find out. Goodbye. Why don't you go ahead and close up the door and the window? And you don't have to pull the shades, but I'm probably going to get loud in a good way. Yeah. So I'll go pop that close. Did I get a haircut? Not yet. Haircuts cost money, something I'm sure myself nor anyone watching the broadcast has. So, where am I going? TikTok, savage about TikTok. Oh my God. All right. So if you don't work in social media analytics, I do. And what's really, really annoying is watching all these people who absolutely suck at making content like myself getting popular. It's really, really annoying because we don't deserve to get popular and we're getting popular and we're just average people, right? And then it happens for a time and then legitimate people like legitimate entertainers, the entertainers, can you remember that word? Entertainers in the industry, they hop on board and they take over and then everyone gets all upset. And that's happening over on TikTok right now. If Twitter survives, I'm sure that'll happen on Periscope too. But that's my current gripe. Is like, one of my favorite things about being in the social media industry is being able to consume content as well as produce content, right? I get to enjoy watching other people's stuff while I make my own, learn from other people, back and forth, iron sharpens iron. That's a lot of fun. What's really annoying, though, is right now there's not a whole lot of people on TikTok to mimic or to make content based off of, or people that I can learn from or talk to, or even really that I want to follow all that much. Loser too, so I like. You're wonderful. Okay. So I was ranting about TikTok until my connection dropped off. This is me complain bragging. I'm very excited because TikTok is about to be fun for me. I'm still in the midst of doing research and things like that. And, touching my eye during COVID and whatever else. It's just like, oh my God, what do I want to do? Like, what kind of content do I want to create? I finally have most of life figured out and I'm only 25. And any of you stupid fucks out there that think I'm wrong, holy shit, are you about to find out? But really, like, I do. And I'm like, what do I want to do? And there's nothing I want to do, everybody. I don't want to be fake. And like, I guess I'm in the wrong industry. And everybody told me for a really long time. Am I in the wrong industry? I feel like every industry is like deceptive and people lie to each other and it's all fake and bullshit. And it's really annoying. So I'm sitting here like, well, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Because I disrespect like 90% of the industry. I'm not impressed. I'm really not impressed. And I'm like, okay, well, what do I want to do then? Do I want to be in the media industry at all? Do I want to be in any industry? Because it seems like most things in life are just distractions for people and they get so high on themselves and they make a little bit of money or they get some social attention or they become God or they find a God and they're all just bullshitting each other, and stroking each other's balls to feel good about themselves. And like, I don't want to do that. I would rather everybody hate me and me just be honest about it and be famous for no reason at all. Literally just be famous for being a dick and nobody liking me. Seriously, I don't care anymore. Hi, this is Kate. I'm Jimmy. I'm Jimmy. Such a visionary. No, I feel like whatever kind of person I am is the kind of person that people were before they started being like, holy crap, I could own human lives. Like before slavery existed. Like people weren't like, because that really is what everybody's fighting over at this point, is like ownership of each other's lives. And maybe that's just my skewed perception because of the experiences that I've had, like feeling like I didn't have control of my own life. Just really angry. I think so many things are just so stupid. The one that's been sending you memes. I ain't got no memes. Were there dank memes in the inbox? I did not see dank memes in the inbox. I have not seen dank memes in the inbox. I'm not being sarcastic. Oh, thanks. I really don't fucking care. And I'm not being mean to you. I'm just saying I genuinely don't like. Here, okay, I'm trying to be as mean as I possibly can so people don't believe about how much I do care, but then at the same time exposing myself about the fact that I care so that I can let you know that I care without saying it because I'm officially uncomfortable with feelings because they're really annoying at this point. It's just so much easier this way. So much easier. Tara, welcome on. How are you? What do I know about slavery? Bitch, you don't know what I know. Trust me. What do I know? I can't even say what I know because people call me nuts. So I just don't say it. Hi. Welcome on. How are you? If you keep wearing those clothes, which clothes? You mean the new clothes that you don't get to see because you're blocked now? How about those clothes? I totally get that. Ew. All right, block that. And that kind of stuff too. You're gonna want to get rid of. That's just some random Indian dude trying to get his rocks off. Or I'm sorry, Middle Eastern dude. Sorry, don't mean to be racist. Okay. So I've never seen the world. Can we send you food or anything? No, we're totally good. Thank you. I've never seen the world in this perspective before. Today, I saw a tweet by Donald Trump, and it was Donald Trump calling for a national day of prayer. And I thought to myself, I don't know, this is, okay, I'm uncultured, so you guys would have to fill me in. But I literally have just woken up to the world, in case you don't know this. I've literally just like woken up to reality. And I looked at the tweet, and it said, National Day of Prayer, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I grew up Catholic, and I'm pretty sure the Pope can do that, but when the president does that, isn't that, like, culty? I mean, if the president calls for a National Day of Prayer, like, well, what if you don't pray? What if you're not a person that prays? What if you're not religious? Blah, blah, blah. Like, National Day of Prayer. I know this is really me, like, trolling to a degree, but I grew up on the far right. I grew up on the far right, and I was really pulled super far left. Okay, and now I'm sitting in the middle and I see both sides and I'm like, the fuck is going on? What are people doing? I don't know, like that's what I see. When the president calls for a National Day of Prayer, I'm like, well, that's speaking on the majority. That's very like, and I'm not even left, like I'm not even on the left. I'm just annoyed by it as a human being, okay? This is me as like what is it, nonpartisan? How do you even say that? Like, I'm not involved. I don't know this shit. I just look at a person and I'm like, are you bullshitting people? Because I've been bullshitted so much. And I look at it and I'm like, okay, what are you doing? That's annoying. Why are you calling for a National Day of Prayer? Okay, I get it. Christian roots, in America. I get it. But we are no longer a Christian country, right? We are a country like most other countries. And that's so untrue because most countries are religious. And I don't even know if that's true because I have no idea what I'm talking about. The only thing that I can really say that I actually know about is that I see Donald Trump's tweet and I'm like, what is going on here? I don't like that. I don't like it. I'm stupid. I look at it, I'm stupid. I say I don't like it because I don't like it. Because I look at that, I'm like, You know when you're really smart and you can just see through somebody's bullshit? Like, even if you're not smart enough to know what the bullshit is, you're just smart enough to look at it and like, I know you're trying something. What are you trying? But at the same time, is it possible that somebody at that level of power is actually dumb enough to not recognize the difference? Because I have also had really, really intelligent people in my life who were super, super dumb in other ways. And I was like, how could they possibly be that stupid? But I guess I'm kind of like the same way. In some ways, I'm really, really smart, but I'm also really dumb. Yeah. And then we constantly misunderstand each other and fight about it. and I've officially gotten into that fight, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I don't want to stop. It's fun. It's fun to have an opinion. I'm starting to recognize why people have always had an opinion about me. It's okay to have an opinion. Guys, understand that I grew up not really being allowed to have an opinion. I really wasn't allowed to have an opinion. I told you this. I told you this a million times.
I guess that's still just
it's the same thing.
Unfathomable.
Remember how I said to you, I could make a joke.
Yeah.
The joke thing, yeah, really was raised without that ability to have an opinion. So I really thought you weren't allowed to have an opinion. Opinions are enjoyable. And as long as we recognize their opinions, it's not really hurtful. It doesn't have to be all that hurtful. But I didn't know that. I was this dumb about this stuff. And I'm waking up every day, and then literally as it comes out of my mouth on live stream, as it comes out of my mouth, I'm like, well, that makes sense. That makes sense, right? Better to learn the hard way than not learn at all. That should be in my bio, the bio that's currently empty. Better to learn the hard way than not at all. Oh, I'm just doing that for comfort for myself.
That's very nice.
Good. Hello, Jimmy. Ooth, welcome on. How are you? I don't really want a community. I literally just want to be able to spout my opinions and just, if people want to chill, they can chill. Or like, I don't know. I don't even know what my platform is about anymore. Like I said, if we're ever allowed back outside again before the end of the world, I would really like to do travel stuff again. I think that'd be nice. And we definitely will, if we're not going to get shot for going outside one day. But, beyond that, whatever. Like I said, we'll sit here and talk to you. That's pretty much the most we can do. DM, I like that the things I've seen about you guys are different. So we're different. I'm confused by the statement. I thought the same thing. I'm like, National Day of Prayer. Has that ever been a thing? Is that a thing?
National Day of Prayer, I think, is in October, if I remember correctly.
Okay, but like it's an established thing from the past, not like, do presidents do it? Is that a thing that presidents do?
I don't know.
Because everyone has their own beliefs. Trump thinks we're all the same. He doesn't know anything. I think he knows enough to troll us pretty damn hard to get us to talk about him. I say he's pretty good at that.
Yeah.
All right, because we're talking about him right now. I can definitely say that doesn't create a winner in the long run, but in the short term. Here's what I found. Oftentimes, it's the people that don't have skill that have to get people to talk about them, or people who are lazy or don't want to use their skill. I'm saying that because I've been in that position, and I'm still partially in that position. I'm still a little lazy, so I'm just like, keep talking about me. Like, I don't want to have to do anything, but I'm figuring out I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to, and I'm going to have to make content and be a creator and like create illusions and movies and stupid little videos and shit. And I'm just like, really? I actually have to work for this? I know how to, and I could actually make some damn good content, and I've done it in the past, years in the past. I don't want to. I really don't want to. I don't want to fit in. I've never wanted to fit in. But if I'm going to live, I'm going to have to fit in to some degree, and that is some social conditioning on a fucked up level. I am forced into doing shit I don't want to do if I want to get along or be alive in this industry. So annoying. So inconvenient. So inconvenient. Should have word, it's a moment of silence or something else. What's that? America is full of a bunch of beliefs. Trump can't just tell everyone to pray. Yeah, well, we could just not pray. We could choose to not pray. But at the same time, that feels like oppression. Like we're being like, hey, our entire country is in a day of prayer and we're not praying. So guess who's left out? Once again, the outcast. And finally, when I'm no longer a praying person all that much, does that bother you? I don't fucking care if that bothers you anymore, because I do love you, but I have to be myself. Mm-hmm. And for a long time, I wasn't allowed to. You didn't let me.
I'm sorry. Mm-hmm.
Love you.
All right.
I know you won't apologize on live stream, but I know that was an apology because I know you. And I love you.
All right.
Sorry I'm late. That's okay. Oh, You're not late. You're expelled. You got a D or an F or whatever. Get out. Everything that comes out of Trump's mouth annoys me. Hey, I can relate. A lot of things that I say annoy people. Most things. Hello, were you both born in PA? Yes. Okay, you bro, I'm well. Waiting on my Chinese takeaway. Somebody's not from America. Are you from the UK? You say takeaway and not takeout. I'm from Ireland. Good stuff. Were you ever in Ireland? Not yet. Not yet. Definitely a goal. Definitely agree. Trump is nothing more than a troll. I feel like he's more than a troll. I'm going to say my theory. I have a theory. I have an opinion and a theory. I think that Trump and Hillary are working together and he was paid off. He was bought into the presidency to disembowel our country for capitalist profit. Hillary Clinton has been known to work with the Chinese. Hey, I'm a poor dude. I'm a poor homeless dude with what's it called? Conspiracy theories, right? So don't listen to me. I don't know a damn thing. I don't know a damn thing. Okay. Why are there so many nasty people on here? They're all over the internet. In case you haven't, you got to get out more, my friend. You get out more. There's nasty people on the internet, especially when you speak your mind. People are so mean to you. You guys are so cute. Thanks. Kate enjoyed blocking that one. It's nice, bro, Ireland. One day. National Day of Prayer is first Thursday in May, established by Congress since 1952. Thank you, Java Joe. Okay, so 1952. So what must be done to abolish something that is extremely oppressive to people who do not pray? Well, then, I mean, I guess it goes both ways. Do we have a national day for everything or a national day for nothing, right? Because if we get rid of National Day of Prayer, then we would have to get rid of Black History Month, and we'd have to get rid of this, and we'd have to get rid of that. And I'm still sitting here wondering why there's a Black entertainment network, but if there was a white entertainment network, everybody would lose their shit. Now, I might be white, so saying that could get me in a lot of trouble, but realistically, I'm just pointing out some obvious things here. I'm not racist, sexist, or anything in between, but I do get rather curious when I see the way that the culture goes while people continue to say that it's not that way. I just really wish that I was Black or something else so that people would believe. Like if I was gay or Black, people would believe what I had to say. It might be in my favor that I'm white because people don't believe me when I talk about it. Yeah, I'm serious. That might be in my favor because like if I was Black and complaining about Black Entertainment Network, I would probably end up in a much worse position than being white and saying it. Because being white and saying it, people are like, dude, just shut up. You're white. You're not allowed to say it. Whereas if I was Black, people would be like, ooh, what if he has a point? But at the same time, that's against, right? Rabbit holes. They can be fun. They can be fun. That's the whole point of rabbit holes, is to be fun. And that's what I want to say to anybody on the internet who gets lost in the Twitter spheres is make it fun. Remember that if you go down a rabbit hole, let it be fun. If you take it seriously, you might lose your mind. And I've found that there's a lot of people on Twitter that have lost their mind, and I almost lost mine too. There's no way to really know. There's no way to really know. Or maybe the answers are so simple, right? Maybe they're much more simple. Maybe it's the fact that, African Americans were slaves and now it is their time. And that is a healthy, good thing for them to be, prostrated and given a position where equality can be brought up through raising above the equal standard. Because sometimes when things are left below the standard for so long, they have to be blasted to the top in order to get them to a middle ground more quickly, or at least that's my perception of things. I just want to sound smart. I do, that's it. I just want to sound smart. It's not that I actually think that I'm all that smart, because I don't really know. But it's fun to sound smart sometimes. 2020, everything is so sensitive now, it's annoying. It does get rather aggravating. I will say that. Hey guys, I just watched your last scope. What are you two known for? We're not really known at all. What are the questions? What's the topic? Well, the topic today was about, broadcast got shut down because of glitching, is TikTok. being savage about TikTok because there aren't many good creators on TikTok, and it's annoying. And even when there are people who are supposed to be renowned in the media and entertainment industry, they also suck at it. And it's like, it is so beautiful because it is equalizing things and lowering the bar. And then you get these big major actors and actresses that think they're hot shit, and they hop on the platform and they suck at it. And it is just so enjoyable to watch people who shat on me at one time and people don't even know about what I'm talking about, that now that they are getting their due for their pride. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Because I would rather sit here and have nobody believe me at 3,000 subscribers while I watch their empires fall than be with them, having thought that I was master of the universe. I just know I'm not, So the crazies will get their due. That's how that works. People and their strange gods, they will get their due. And I'll just sit back and be like, bro, it's not on me. It's mindless entertainment. Yes. At present, TikTok can be very cringe. It's yes, but like I want to play with it because TikTok, the algorithm, the way that they utilize AI, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And then mix that with some of the content. It's just like, it's so hilarious because it flips the script. What I like about TikTok is it absolutely flips the script, because normally TikTok is a place, social media is a place where you got that verified badge and that makes you special. What I like about TikTok is they say fuck the system, and they absolutely promote the most obscene garbage. Like they will just take stuff that is just, it's some down home person, and they do a dance very well. And they are somebody who should not get social clout whatsoever based on the American standard. And they skyrocket. And I love that. It's kind of like Periscope in a way, where the average person gets a say. No one on TikTok is master of the universe. That's what I like about TikTok. That is one of the things that I do like about TikTok. I don't do autographs. You know what? I want to do autographs now and then not do them when I'm famous.
Yeah.
Just to troll. Do them now and then when we actually make it. Make it. What is making it? We've made it. We've made it. We're happy. We've made it. Everything else is just for fun. But yeah, when things do get to that level, then I won't sign autographs. That's mean. I don't really care though. I want people to be nice to me now. People are like, oh, we'll be nice to you when you're famous. We'll be nice to you when you're rich. I'm like, well, fuck you then. Yeah. I want people to be nice to me now. That's a normal human expectance, right?
Yeah.
Healthy human behavior. Treat someone like a human being.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok can either be really funny or very cringe, and you get hooked on it no matter what. I have finally been able to conquer the TikTok addiction. A couple of months ago, Kate and I were very sucked into TikTok.
Yeah.
And even I was sucked in because I was falling behind. If you find yourself getting sucked into social media for entertainment value alone, you are behind. Trust me, unless you are genuinely just using it for entertainment and you don't have any personal skin in the game. You're not trying to build a career. You're not trying to whatever. So I'm starting to see through TikTok. I'm starting to see through TikTok the way that I see through Instagram, the way that I see through Twitter. I'm starting to get it. And I'm really, really happy about that, because a lot of people told me, oh, you're done or you're past tense. And I'm like, I'm not buying it. No. I fought forward. And now once again, I'm seeing it again, which is awesome. But now this next step is going to be really hard for me. I have to make content. Now I could do that. I could do it with $100 phone. I could, and I know it. So more than likely over the next couple of weeks, I'm just going to get my post times one last time. Because before, what took me months and months of like 24/7 watching the time, and watching posts, I can get it done in a week, which shows that I have definitely progressed extremely. But the next step will be producing as opposed to just mimicking, right? Is taking the nuggets, taking portions of the mimicry, and then actually building out the legitimate content. Something that I loathe doing because of the time that it takes, because by the time I post it, I'm already in the past, and I don't like that. I like living in the immediate present, even if my content is shit. Because when you think about it, the hours and hours it takes to post a video, by the time someone's watching it, they're already watching you in the past. I know it might seem like I'm getting hypercritical about that, or like I'm insane or something. I've just found so much value in the exact present, trying to be in the exact present on live stream, especially as much as possible. So if we can find a way to create content where I don't have to live in the past, we'll make sure to do that. Thank you for the follow on TikTok. Much appreciated, Luca from Italy. Assumably from Italy. I see little flags. Like reality TV, a lot like reality TV, except our goal is to have it be half drama, half reality, or like all reality, but with like, we don't want our lives consumed by drama, but drama is fun and drama is okay. And we're finally learning that is that a little bit of everything is a healthy balance. It's okay to have drama in your life. It's okay to have family gossip. It's okay to have this and that. Oh, and I have been swung from one tree to the other by, oh my God. And even myself, to the point that I did it to myself. It's okay to have a little bit of everything in life. That's healthy. And that's not crazy. That's the opposite of crazy, is having a little bit of everything. I hate to say that my family did it well. The only thing they could have done better was not fucking lie to me. Assume that I couldn't know better. Holy crap, did I have the ability to know better. And if somebody would have taken 2 seconds with me, well, that's all right. That's okay. That's okay. How could they have known? How could they have known? How could you know? How could anybody know what I'm capable of? They still don't know what I'm capable of. I'm just sitting here talking shit. I'm going to have to show it. And this is part of me showing it. But people, because I've done so much in the now, they're like, okay, well, we want to see you do it now. All right, you want to see me do it now? You go over to TikTok, you go over to Twitter, you go over to Instagram. Look, I'm following people, I'm unfollowing people. Follow my trends, follow what I'm doing. I'm actually doing stuff. It's just a lot of background stuff before it's foreground, right? You need the foundation before you build out on screen. And that's what a lot of people miss, is they don't have knowledge about the background. And even when people get big, and they get big in the front, right, the foreground, because they're good at mimicry, they end up falling behind because somebody else has to cover their back because they don't understand the numbers and they don't understand how that stuff works, right? So I've learned the numbers at the core, which is pretty much the core of social media, and in a lot of ways the core of life, but that's also a total different subject that I won't get into. But on top of that then is society and culture and finances, and it's so cool because in politics, it all builds into it. And the tapestry of life is just so beautiful. And I'm just so honored and grateful to be a part of life, as silly as that sounds. I'm grateful to be a part of life because life is so intricate and there's so much value in everything that we do. And, the value of deception is something that I have yet to learn, and I'm still learning the value of it. I've been so defiant to the need for concealment. I haven't really ever been a fan of that, but I'm beginning to see the value of it. And I want to say to anybody right now, before we get big or anything like that, is that the value in deception is the idea that there are people out there who will do negative things with the information that they don't deserve. And so that's why it's concealed. And even as we sit here now, there are things that I do understand about life and society that if I took long enough, I could definitely explain it to you and help you understand. But it's when it comes to mass media, there's a risk of talking about things where people are going to misuse that information. And so the most responsible thing to do is just keep my mouth shut and, do my best to serve society in a way that gets everyone forward. And more than likely, I'll be paid well for my silence. And You could call me a sellout or say that it makes me a bad person, when in reality, it's a mixture of two things: survival and gratitude. Staying alive and also being grateful for the opportunity to be a part of a bigger plan in life. And I can't say that I necessarily am, right? That sounds like delusions of grandeur. But what I can say is there are definite, obvious patterns within society that follow a particular path. And I'm doing my best to pick those breadcrumbs and move along the way. I've had a lot of truffle shufflers. I've had a lot of people come into my life that have tried to siphon information from me, thinking that that makes them more capable, that they can do it themselves. But it really is, I will tell you right now, if you want to be the kind of person that unlocks and accesses that bigger heart and unlocks and accesses the information about life that is so important, you must have a pure heart. Don't ask me to explain this, but this is my philosophy. It's my belief. My theory is that unless you are actually a good person, you cannot know the things that the people who run this world know. And it is everyone else who lacks those pure intentions that views the people at the top of life as bad people, or as people who have ill intent. And I believe that's mostly because of our own hearts. Because oftentimes, even in my own life, I've had people reflect onto me whatever their negative view is about themselves. And so I take that premise and I shoot it all the way to the top, and I say, okay, the only times that I've ever doubted the people in charge, and I mean really in charge, we're not talking Donald Trump, we're talking far above that, right? The only time I've ever doubted the people in charge is when I doubted myself and I had negative intentions of my own. So stay positive, stay pure, stay loving, be full of integrity, because realistically, $400,000, $100 million, $100 million, these people in America that are famous and they have, a certain amount of wealth, by the world standards, that is middle class. By the world standards, having $100 million is middle class. So before you look at someone like Donald Trump or someone like Dwayne Johnson or Logan Paul and think these people are, so far up, they are obviously people within the industry that are doing well and humble servants, and so it seems, of society. But remember that there are people far above them that, are running society. And it is my genuine belief that they are good people, because it's the only thing that actually makes sense to me. It's the only thing that actually makes sense to me out of everything that I see, is that I have to trust the people in charge. And I trust God. I trust God, whatever God might be out there or creator might be out there, because something made us, hopefully. And that's my life's philosophy. And I finally feel comfortable sharing it. As long as you guys are happy, screw the haters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's my ultimate goal, is that there doesn't have to be anybody to be screwed. That's my ultimate goal. Tara says, some people take TikTok too seriously. It's all for fun and laughs. The trolls on there are evil. The trolls everywhere are evil. Red looks good on you, Kate.
Thank you.
This is Tara. Am I high? High on life. High on life. Winner, chicken dinner. Hello, how are you? Is this live? Always. It's the only way it is live. No, with hearts. Thank you. I'm crazy awesome. Thanks for letting me know. Hi, Jimmy and Kate. Lulu, welcome on.
Hi.
The @ is James A. Saroka. Do you take call-ins? I do not take call-ins. Not currently. When will you put videos on YouTube? We currently do live streams on YouTube a couple days a week. We are primarily live on everywhere that we can get live on. We Facebook about once a week. I already had that post scheduled. We're good. About once a week we do. I'm sorry, about almost once a day. I think it's 4 days a week that we do live on Facebook. Twitter is like almost daily. And then we're live a lot, pretty much everywhere. Instagram, I think we do once a week. That will increase. Cotton says, "Are you in your car?" I'm in my car. I'm not. Micah says she's on a boat. Great. I'm gonna be in my car, goes Lulu. All right. Huh. Thanks. Thanks. Kate, I'm very positive. You don't need to be bent out of shape. Yeah, don't worry about it. I wouldn't be bent out of shape.
Okay.
Part of me saying these things is knowing people won't listen. Trust me, there's a pattern to all of it. People who have half a brain, they'll listen to what I have to say. The ones that don't won't. And I actually don't have a problem with that anymore. I get to speak my mind and realize that only people with common sense will actually hear me or listen. No joke. Like, I can't help that either way. I can't control it. I was watching a dude named LeRae. There's a dude named LeRae on TikTok that I follow. And one of his TikToks was, you got to stop worrying about things you can't control. And that's a fact, is I can't control how people think. I can't control whether they're dumb or smart. And so when I talk smart, if dumb people don't hear me, that's how it works. That is the hierarchy of society. Dumb people do not hear smart people. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't control it. And why do I talk about it? Because I'm a dick. I'm working on that one. I'm working on being nicer to stupid people. It's just hard for me because stupid people treated me stupid for a really long time. And I wasn't stupid. So I'm mad about it because I still have feelings. Smart people have feelings too. Just so you know. Can I sell you 1 acre of Feet Piece Island? That's funny. Okay. Mandan, welcome on. How are you? Thank God it's not my game, huh? We're making lunch, tacos and beans. Oh, sounds good to me.
Nice.
Bless you. Thank you. How are you?
Good.
We're doing really well. Things are progressing forward eloquently. It's very exciting. Very, very exciting. Things are good. Thank you for the 100 super hearts. We do have a video on YouTube, actually. Losers use the word though often at the end of their sentence because it's like a passive-aggressive though. You got none of this, though. If I saw these people in real life, I would have blocked them in real life. I never realized that when people go, though, that they're doing that. They're like, though, like, seriously, what did you do? It never registered for me that that's what they were doing. That's why I didn't take it passive aggressively, because I didn't realize it was passive aggressive. It didn't register for me. I think it did in the beginning, but then I got brainwashed and like got my personality wiped from my face. So I was like, doubt myself. You have a good day too, Mandan. Good day, friends. Mr. Rogers, welcome on. How are you? Hey, it's been a minute. Welcome on, Fruity Lexia. Yes, plenty of blocks all around. Miss you guys. Okay. Thanks for being on. Okay, goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Anything fun planned for the day? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go for a walk. That's what we do every day.
Yeah.
We gotta go for a walk, yeah. So that'll be nice. I don't know. Do you know what this is? I don't even know who it is. Alright. Yeah, I'm good. So many people saying they know me. Here's the thing. If I don't remember somebody, well, guess what? You weren't here quick enough. And then you tell me you know me. I'm like, I don't know you. I don't know you. If you're not here daily, like I said, I used to have a real good memory for these things, but I have to put my memory elsewhere. I had my memory on the fans, but fans did nothing but shit on me until they tried to force me into friendship and then brainwash me into sex with them. So, yeah, now a separation. Thank you for the super hearts.
Boxes.
Thank you, Chris. Bull Dighead says, hi, Kate and James. Hi! Hello, everybody! How are you today?
It squeaks.
Oh.
The chair squeaks. Yeah.
Well,
chair squeaks.
That guaranteed is going to be a meme. That's okay. All right.
Do you want a new topic?
Will you leave?
Yeah.
Hey, I gave you no context yet. Don't have your feelings hurt. I didn't even get to finish my sentence. Because I want to talk to them myself. Because this is my platform, and I need to learn how to create content or bring up topics of conversation. And I can't have you doing it for me. It's not fair to either of us. Yeah. And I'm not getting better. How many times I say to you, whenever I give you the solution, you're not really learning.
Yeah.
If you keep coming up with topics for me, I'm not really learning.
Yeah, that's true.
I have to learn how to make content. I need to learn how to run a chat room. I need to get better at that. I used to be very good at it. And oftentimes it's what the fans would talk about that kept the conversation going. And what was I doing? Enabling myself and not coming up with topics. And then whenever my own broadcast got out of hand, blaming other people. I didn't think about any of these things. As this just came out of my mouth right now is the very first time I've ever thought of it. Very first time it ever even came to mind. It's the first time it came out of my mouth. Hindsight is sure as fuck 2020. Okay, and fuck isn't even a word that's really in my vocabulary. I don't talk like that. I don't talk like this. You'll get to know me, guys, as I come back to a healthy place. Hello, 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 hello. Kate, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Will you wipe my butt? No, I'm just kidding. I have to wipe my butt. I'll be right back. What?
I'm just stretching my back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. Stretch.
Is something the matter?
No, my back. I just really gotta stretch my back out because it's in a little bit of pain. But I'm good now that I'm stretching.
Did something happen?
No. It was just the way that I was sitting. I thought I was good, and I got up, and I was like, nope, not good. You ever have that? No. Okay.
I don't even know what you said.
I said, you ever think that you're good, and then you get up, and you're like, oh shoot.
No.
No? Well, good for
you. Damn Olympic jeans. Darn it. God, I was so right about me. That's nice. Is that sweat? Oh, I have sweat under my armpits. I've never in my life had sweat on my shirt unless I was working out or something. It is definitely time to cut back on the calories. That is embarrassing. I've never sweat in a shirt in my life without working out. All right. Well, that's a warning sign. Time to get back to life. That means fornication under consent of king. Okay. Lightheaded. Winner. Yes, so I think if I stop shitting on the plebs, that'd be a really good thing. If I stop being mean to people, period, it would probably be a great thing. I did not start off being mean to people. You will never see my original videos because I deleted them, and as well, I'm sure as hell people who record my content will never put it out there, but not in full length. But I was in a really good place. I was really nice to people, and I'm ready to get back to that. I am smart as fuck, and I'm highly intelligent, and I have really good genes physically and otherwise. And I don't have to say it ever again, as long as I can just put the focus on other people, which is what I really wanted to do. But I do not have topics to talk about, which I think is officially a problem. I'm going to have to run a legitimate broadcast, and I'm going to have to categorize myself. I'm going to have to choose. I'm going to have to make a choice in my own life about how my broadcast goes. And that will in turn help decide how my life goes. And that really scares me. But I've been living in limbo for far too long. I've learned a whole lot in limbo, but living in the middle, it's not who I am. It's not how I want to live. Okay. S. Rots, welcome to the party. Rorts, S. Rorts. And this is something else I used to do. I looked at people's profiles. Mandy Roritas, welcome to the party. How are you? I'm Jimmy. James, nice to meet you. Okay. So it looks like it's me and you, Mr. Rogers. Anyone else? For now on, I block haters. So I lose this troll type mindset that I've had. It explains how I got this way. Is I consorted with the trolls. No wonder I ended up being one. God, I'm not that person. Okay, so after that entire thing, I seek conversation with you for multiple reasons. And it is not wrong that I conceal several of those reasons because they are not negative. And people must learn and realize that just because some things are concealed does not make them bad. And it doesn't mean someone is hiding something from you that you deserve. No different than if I meet you in the grocery store, I shouldn't know about your sex practices with your wife or how things are run in your household. It's none of my business, right? There are things within the way that I live my life that are nobody's business, and that's perfectly okay. And no matter how much I'm gaslit or socially pressured to share things about my life that I don't have to share, I don't have to share them. It is my privacy for a reason. And I will no longer sacrifice my privacy for free for no good reason. So, or the privacy of others. And that's a big reason why I came to a point where I was sacrificing the privacy of others, because my privacy had been completely disrespected until I genuinely believed that I shouldn't have privacy. And that's insane. Why is I don't know. I don't care. It's just sick of the lies. Okay, that's a troll. That's enough. Keep the positivity. I can understand that. Yeah, see, and there's another piece of it. I didn't want to accept people in my broadcast who do not have like their own, that the profile is not them. And I still don't. Like, if you're not being yourself, I really don't want you here. Oh, God, I'm a dick. I'm such a jerk. I'm not a jerk. I'm not a jerk. I want transparency. Like, if someone can't come into the broadcast being a normal, healthy, regular human being, I don't want to have a conversation with them. Not live. Not live. Because think of it this way. If I go, and that might land me with 20 or 30 people in a broadcast. But, I mean, like I said, if I go to the grocery store, hope you're well. Thank you. I'll talk to nobody then. That's fine. If I go to the grocery store and I'm looking someone in the face and they have a mask on, does that tell you that that is someone of a healthy stature? That is someone who has something to hide. I'm an actual chick, though. Yeah, I didn't block you. You look like a normal person. Just another sad millennial. Bridget sent those emails, not me. Oh, God, that's drama. I'm not getting involved, but what I will say is hello. All right, no more weirdos. No weirdos. Not that what is weird? How do we define weird? Like words come out of my oh god, I am so much better than this. I have some really okie dokie. I'm sorry. You're good. Do you work? Yeah, absolutely. Do you work? Um, I see. Like, I'm not gonna let somebody talk to me like that. Like, someone goes, "Do you work?" You don't talk to me like that. That's how I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna be honest about it. Like, nobody, you don't talk to me like that. Nobody talks to me like that. Not in real life or otherwise. If I'm live with you, if I'm giving you my live time, you're gonna treat me like a human being, and you're not gonna talk to me like a piece of shit. That's just self respect, and I recommend that to anybody. Someone walks up to you and says, "Do you work?" No, absolutely in real life. This is real life, guys. This is a part of real life. If you're in quarantine right now and you're stuck on your phone, guess what? That's a part of real life now. And if you can't admit that to yourself, give it a year, give it 2 years. It'll sink in, and more than likely you won't even notice it sunk in. By that time, you'll be paying my paycheck. I don't like how things are necessarily, but I can't control that. I'm not in control. And I'm, for the most part, done saying how it is, because no matter how much I scream it to people, nobody wants to fucking hear me. So I say, all right, whatever. You know, if you succumb to how things are, then that's on you. It's not on me anymore. I can't control it. And I'm not going to be your social justice warrior for pennies when I'm sitting here like losing my life over a cause that I essentially don't even believe in, because I see how shitty people are and they don't deserve to know what's going on. That's my personal opinion. Like, if you deserve to know what's going on, then get more educated. And let me flip the script on privilege when people talk about privilege, because there are people who come from other countries who you might say, okay, well, what about people who don't have access to resources and they don't know? How many people do you hear of that come from foreign countries? The people that own the apartment complex that we're in, they come from a foreign country and they had no privilege whatsoever. They came here with $1,000 and they made it happen. They made it happen. And there's people who sit here and complain to me about it. Like I said, on that issue, I sit on the right, because it makes me real angry when people sit here telling me about how I owe them answers about life when they're not even doing anything themselves. And if they had those answers, they would do negative things with it. There's a reason why we don't have answers, guys. Irresponsibility. And even me sitting here, I'm irresponsible to a degree. I don't expect to be told anything. I'm going to work my ass off and figure out how to unlock that, right? Reach that next level in life. But it happens when you deserve it. And I clearly don't deserve it, so I don't really know. But you could see the pattern of concealment. Respect, earning respect. And respect is not something I have for a lot of people, which is part of the reason why a lot of people don't have it for me. But I'm going to have to learn those translative factors. I have to learn about society and how people work. And maybe as I become more respectful to people who essentially are pieces of shit, then maybe they'll tell me what they have going on. But that is really how I see it. I see a lot of people who are super entitled and think they're hot shit. And so they sit and look at me and don't tell me something and then think that makes me dumb and makes them smart. It makes you just like everybody else that you're screaming at when you don't tell someone something just because you don't like them. There's plenty of people out there like that. I don't keep my mouth shut about stuff because I don't like you. I keep my mouth shut about stuff because there's a lot of people that are just irresponsible. It's not because I don't like you. Whether or not I fucking like you, I care about whether or not you survive. whether or not you matter to me in my life. You matter. You're a human life. That's how I see human life. It's valuable. But there's just a lot of people who are irresponsible with the way life works. And if they really knew how life worked, they'd flip the script for themselves and steal. Something I don't do. And as a whole bunch of people have said to me, and here's another reason I'm so grateful to God as I sit here, or grateful to the universe, what have you. There's so many people that have said about me over the years about how I'm a scammer and how I'm out for their money and this and this and that. I am sitting here dirt poor while all the people who said I was a scammer have an income off of calling me a scammer. Let's think about that for a minute. Money doesn't decide whether or not someone's telling the truth. That's something that they would say, or that maybe some of you would say. Well, then think about it for a second. Think about it for a second. God is good, and me sitting here poor is something I'm so grateful for because it is proof to me that I was right. Fuck what everybody, poor people lie to. That's great. That's great, but not one person lies more than the other in reference to financial success or poverty. At least that's been my witness of life. Is that it doesn't matter where you look, there's just as much bad apples on one side or the other. And everyone will just, let's just, whichever one, who's popular right now, who's making more money right now, who's this, who's that, who do I want to look like? Who do I want to look at? That's the person that I'll trust, is whatever fits my narrative right now about life. It's all emotional convenience. And that emotional convenience is just so detrimental to people. I think comfort is definitely something that's necessary. I agree with that 100%. Emotional comfort. But emotional convenience is death. And I don't see the left or the right fighting for emotional convenience. Seriously, let's think about that. Over on the left, saying about equality. They're not talking about your life being easy. They're saying that you're provided for so that you can provide to society. On the right, they're saying you have to provide for yourself so you can provide to society. Neither side is talking about your life being convenient or easy. And the people that seek it to be convenient or easy, they're detriments to society, whether there's a socialistic economy or a capitalist one. Either way, it's just entitlement. It doesn't matter what government we have, it's still entitlement. All right. Under 35s are entitled to a good life, though? Who said that? And there's another though. And I called the troll earlier. I called that shit. What do I want to provide to you other than mindless banter? I asked other people what they wanted for so long, and nobody would tell me, because what I'm finally learning is most people are a lot like me. They don't know what they want. They're waiting for someone else to choose for them. That's why they're the consumer and I'm the producer. It's because, they don't know what they want. And if society weren't that way, I wouldn't have a job. The government is going to screw us one way or the other. We're all just puppets in their game. I'm going to say this with love, with a lot of love. And I hope you realize this is with a lot of love. It is with a lot of love. I just get frustrated because I care about people. They are puppets too. The people within the government themselves are no different than us. They're not. They're just better at the game.